To find the start of this loop trail, begin on the Auburn Trail at Rawson Road and go about 1/4 of a mile heading north toward Route 251.
Hey, this is Dave Wright, chairman of Victor Hiking Trails. We're located in Victor, New York, about 17 miles southeast of Rochester, New York. And today is Saturday, November 19th, 2022. We're going to take you on a little walk of the Seneca Trail just off the Auburn. This is the Auburn Trail heading west towards Fishers, New York. But we're going to take a little side trip on the Seneca Trail, and I'll show you where the trolley trail is. Kind of cutting through the woods here. Got a little dusting today, and last night. The Buffalo area got 5 feet of snow yesterday. Gonna get a little more today. Up in Watertown, they got 6 feet of snow. Get a little bit more today coming off the lake. So over to my left, you see the trolley trail. That's designated by the blue marking. We're gonna go straight on the Seneca Trail. This is just a little loop off the Auburn. This goes through a nice wooded area, open woods. It is private property, but we have permission from the owner to go through it. It is open for both hiking and biking, and if we get some snow, cross-country skiing. As we make a left on the trail, this is an area affectionately known as the Appliance Graveyard. It used to be the landfill or the dump for the village of Victor, and now it's just kind of abandoned. Here's a trail that goes off to the right, but it's basically a dead end. It goes as far as the old Lehigh Valley Railroad tracks, and then you're kind of stuck on the tracks. So we're gonna go off to the left, follow the trail. Now we are approaching an old stone building. There are a lot of theories of who built it, when they built it, why. We are close to the Lehigh Railroad. Thought it was that this looks like a possible bunkhouse for the workers on the railroad. A lot of the material is the same material that was used by the railroad in Manchester. This is the start of a recently upgraded boardwalk. Victor Hiking Trails, along with Trails Rock, purchased the materials and basically built a boardwalk on top of an old boardwalk. Well, you can start to hear some of the workers. About 2/3 of the 600-foot long boardwalk had already been completed. Now we're working on the last 200 feet. So here are some people from Trails Rock and Victor Hiking Trails working on the decking. The construction consists of laying down 3 4x4s on top of the old boardwalk. We bolt those down to the old ties, and right now they're working on this corner to get around that. Once we have the 4x4s down, then we put the 5/4 by 6, 30 inches long, lay those down on top for our decking.
So what's going to be?
So here's a section that hasn't been started yet. We have to go around the curve and then tie in to this existing boardwalk here. This is probably going to stay for a few more years. It has a few soft spots, but generally not too bad. We put down some fencing, nailed it down, because all the shade has a tendency to make these boardwalks slippery. This section of the trail is a little bit higher than the surrounding area, so it did not need boardwalk. On this section of boardwalk, we've laid down some roofing material, anti-slip, and a starter course here to keep it from becoming too slippery. This is an interesting tree here on the trail. It has basically two trunks. Lots of interesting things to see on our Victor trails. Now we're going to be taking a right turn. Going to be approaching the trolley trail, and as you recall, that's the blue trail. On my left is a connector trail. It connects the trolley trail to the Auburn Trail. So now we are back on the Auburn Trail. You continue that down to the next road crossing, which is Route 251, the Victor Menden Road.
We hope you enjoyed this little hike off the Auburn Trail. Give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.